Yo, when I moved out of New York City 3 years ago, I can't tell you how lost I felt. Because at the time, I remember it was such a blow to my ego because at the time I was the kind of person that swore to shit that I was gonna die in New York City. Like I was gonna raise a family, build my career there and just die in New York. There was no shot of me ever leaving New York. But you know what? It happened and it sucked. And during that time, I had to get a job. So I got a job bartending on Palm Beach Island, and it was a very, it was a shit place, man. Because I'm the kind of person that likes to, talk. I like to socialize, network with other people, and that place just wasn't it. And it was hard for me to detach what was happening in my life at the time. So I found myself spiraling, and that showed up in me blowing eval accounts left and right because, bro, I just wanted to get rich. Like, I wanted to get out of my situation. I wanted to just, like, move back to New York. So I was trying to force shit just to get out of my situation. It got so bad to the point where I had to quit that job. I got another one that was way better. Like it was had a great sense of community. It had wonderful people. It was stimulating enough for me where I didn't think so much about what was happening in my life, and I loved it. And I ended up investing in this course by Pat Looney. He's like the best trading psychologist in the world. And let me tell you something, that should change my life. Because when I was, taking his course while I was working, I had so many aha moments that made me realize like my decision making at the time was that I was just trying to make money. I wasn't even trying to be a trader. So where I'm trying to get at here with you guys today is to ask you, are you trading to trade or are you just trying to make money? Because where I was fucking up is I was just trying to make money. I wasn't trying to be a trader. I just wanted to get out of my situation so fast. And what I'm noticing now today is a lot of newcomers, a lot of beginners, people are very attracted to day trading for all the right reasons. The world's on fire, AI is taking over everything, and people don't know if they're going to be, having a job in the next 5 years or not. And it's understandable. But one thing I want to explain to you guys today is that it's not enough to just want to make money. Like, you have to really want to be a trader. So, going back, when I was going through that course and I was having all these aha moments, it made me realize that my decision making at the time was so bad. Everything was coming from a place of lack, it was coming from a place of scarcity, it was coming from a place of just complete and utter desperation. And that course made me realize that I had to change how I thought altogether. Like, I had to really think as a trader and not as someone that wanted to make money. You know what I mean? So I quickly revolutionized my life so fast. Okay. And from that point on, that's when I really started seeing results because I had that question on my desk like, am I trading to trade or am I just trying to make money? Okay, so really ask yourself that, like, are you trading because you really want to be a trader or are you just trying to make a quick bag? Because again, if you're trying to make a quick bag, this is not going to work out for you long term. You're not going to stick this shit out. You're not going to be able to handle the losing streaks that comes with this. You're not going to be able to handle the mental hell that comes with trying to be a trader. Okay, because another thing I want to like reel in is the fact that the thinking that got you into trading is not going to be the same thinking that's going to help you become successful in trading. So when I was going through that course, it made me realize that, bro, I already knew what I was doing. I already had a strategy. I just had to change my thinking. Okay? Because human beings, we are not designed to trade. We're designed to gather resources and to save the species. That is it. And trading engages your brain in a way from an evolutionary standpoint where your brain thinks that this guy is trying to fucking hunt a mammoth to get meat to feed his family. And if you think about that for a second, that shit was scary. Imagine that shit. You see a big fucking mammoth, Bro, like that's fucking scary. That's why when you're in front of the computer screen trying to trade, it's fucking scary because your brain can't tell if you're smashing buttons on the screen or you're hunting a mammoth. That's why trading is so fucking hard. But you have to learn how to adjust to that kind of thinking. You learn to have the level of awareness to understand that, hey, this is the evolutionary side of my brain, okay? So learning how to think like a trader is another thing in itself. So like I said, my friend, are you trading because you actually want to trade, like you really want to be a trader, or are you trading because you just want to make some fucking money?